Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's play another run. Last run was pretty quick as far as, late game deaths are concerned. Let's just random. But I learned a couple of things from that fight. At least I say I learned things, and then most often I make the same mistakes as far as, trials and bad unit positioning goes. But we get Molting Imp, Vine Grasp, March of Shields. It's another Hellhorn green run. Okay, I like Molting Imp. If you can make Molting Imp endless, they will wipe every single support unit that doesn't have armor. It's fantastic. Vine Grasp is pretty good for targeting backline supports on its own, so we have good spells / backline targeting. And March of Shields for a little bit of armor is okay. 10 armor isn't that much, but double stack will work on it quite nicely. Okay, easy call. We'll take Multistrike. And then what do you take here? Do you take the tanky Revenge Prince or the Brawler? I think you go Brawler path here. It's not that much damage, but the thing is, because we're Awoken, we intend to get lots of Awoken tanks. Or we tend to get, and we intend to take one. So we don't need our Prince to be up front. Bronx Bomber asks, will this game ever release on console? I don't know. Straight up. You'd have to ask the developers that. +4 attack. We can build on the top, so I really don't mind this. We need a unit draft. I learned my lesson from the last run. You need more units. You need more damage dealing units. You need to be able to get as many drafts as possible because we were really starving. But since we have such good AoE capabilities here, I'm thinking, hey, we'll put some imps down. We'll put our Prince at the top and get him ready to go. You're dead, which is perfect. We will put a Train Steward down and give them some armor. This is weird because our units are actually living every turn. We haven't even lost anything yet. A little strange. We'll put a Train Steward down. Put another Train Steward down. I mean, this is looking like it's going just fine. I mean, look at this draw. This is perfect draw. They're taking 10. I mean, 10 is not good, but it's better than nothing. Restore doesn't do anything. Taking 150. You're taking 99. I wish I could do a little bit more damage to you, but you're gonna hit our pyre once. That's perfectly acceptable. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. And we got a hopeful good chance at getting a tank. Because really, the only thing that we need is a good Awoken tank. Now, what kind of a tank? Because we have buff, debuff, removal, Seraph, we're not looking for the spiked tank unit, we're looking for the +1/+1, because those +1/+1s do not get removed. I think I will take a Horn Break and remove a bunch of torches, I hope. We're definitely gonna take, the sap is good, but the glimmer is also real nice. And if we don't get a tank, then we wanna grab a damage dealing unit and then get a tank later. Rail Beater is quite nice. Armor 25 strike, but I really like Alpha Fiend with an innate multi-strike. They can output a ton of damage, because every turn they're getting +6 attack, total. And I really want to upgrade him with more multi-strike, or to make an Imp endless, or to make, maybe the Alpha Fiend quick would be good as well, because he'll eventually be doing so much damage. Spells, what are we gonna upgrade? Glimmer +10. We don't really need things to be that much cheaper. We would rather get units, I think, especially with multi-strike demons, we want demons. And I'll take another Alpha Fiend. I think that's perfectly acceptable. He's big in capacity and energy, but he's also just really freaking good. And I was thinking a quick Alpha Fiend could be interesting. But on second thought, what if we just upgrade to just have more base damage. Then we'll have more damage output. I'm also thinking, what if we re-roll? We can, instead of quick, what are we likely to get? I don't think you can get the same one twice. So we could get Endless, which goes on an Imp, Multistrike, which goes on a Demon Fiend, Large Stone, which would probably also go on a Demon Fiend. We can't afford it! Oh, I thought I ran the math, I'll be honest with you. I was positive we'd be able to afford it, but we were 5 gold off. I am gonna do this, because our Alpha Fiends are the damage dealers here, and we have spells. So the spikes doesn't matter to me too much. I was positive we would be able to handle that. Oh, I am highly disappointed. But regardless, Prince, Fiend. We're starting at the top because of all the spikes and whatnot. Put you here. We have to be a little bit careful about this because the boss might skip the floor and go to the top, but I think we'll be okay. So we want 2 units to live so that we can hit twice and get more attack. So that's about as good as we can get there. We can keep our armor a little bit more by doing this though. All right, you know what? Keep our armor intact. And all we need is 1 spell here. And honestly, the Imp is better. Better than a spell. Everyone's at full health. The 1 region won't matter. You're dead. Okay, I mean, this is kind of what I wanted the unit for. It's pretty freaking good. 21, 27, 33. They up their damage very quickly. The negative is that they don't have that damage immediately. It takes a bit, but they do a lot of damage. Applying armor is nice, but we have restoration, so I don't think we need armor. The vent, we have a glimmer, and we have a lot of torches. I don't think we need it. I do like the sap. We haven't gotten a tank yet, but when we get a tank, I do like this card. So I think you gotta take the sap. I think it's one of the best cards in the entire deck. The Awoken deck, that is. And we want Hellhorn, and we want to upgrade units. Again, we haven't really picked up many spells that I think warrant upgrading. Horned Warrior is so good. He doesn't get stronger, but he starts strong. There's our large stone, so we're gonna make a super large Alpha Fiend. He'll take up his own floor, but he is going to absolutely wreck. We could also make the Horned Warrior very big to start with, but I think I'd rather make the Alpha Fiend bigger because they scale better. Then we'll go to the Concealed Caverns and duplicate him 5 times. We can't, but that's okay. Melting Stygian Umbra. Gift for a Guard would be good. Umbra can give us some pretty good stuff. Trample would be okay. Where's Furnace Tap? Furnace Tap is Umbra as well. I don't think we need another Multistrike. I do like Gift for a Guard. I don't think we need the Magic Power and Harness. I don't think we need Pyrebound. Discard doesn't really matter too much. Ancient Synergy, we're kind of removing cards. Hoarfrost, we're not really dealing in Frostbite. So I think maybe you go Umbra, and you look for either Blazing Bolts, Umbra Stone, Furnace Tap, or Forever Consumed. I think those are great cards. You don't take this one though. That one sucks. So we'll go Umbra. And now you gotta decide. Furnace Tap needs to be frozen. Blazing Bolts is great damage. We don't have good spells, and our units already have Multistrike, which is kind of almost all you need in Hellhorn. So I am thinking, you take Blazing Bolts, you make it cheaper, then all of a sudden you have a great spell. Kind of like it. Because Furnace Tap is good, but conditional. Since you don't want to get hit by the Ember Drain. But Blazing Bolts is something that you can always play. Like, oh hey, I can kill units for 3 mana, for 1 mana? Nah, why would I ever want to do that? Furnace Tap is, oh, I drew it early, I literally cannot play this card. I think Blazing Bolts is just more flexible. Furnace Tap is extremely freaking dangerous if you draw it at the wrong time. By the way, you need health. We'll give you more damage to start with. Damage shield, I'm not too worried about that. We have no quick units, but we have spells. We can play a couple of spells to take out a bomb when we need to. The large fiend will probably go... Why don't we put the large fiend at the bottom? Because he's 4 capacity. We can save the other floors for other things. Yeah, I mean, I actually don't mind that. So I'm playing at the top just to skip the bomb. We knew this was gonna happen. But like, we can play him and then give him some regen too. We're actually getting both kills on the top floor. So yeah, I actually think you do give him 5 regen. We have no Awoken units, but we haven't had any opportunities to get them. Sometimes this game is so weird. Like, I want the units, I just can't get them. You're taking 17. We can make that 0. Well, maybe not 0, we can make it 2. You do this? You do this? You can't play Blazing Bolts, but that's okay. We'll keep healing you. Kill you. You know, maybe we should have had the champion in front of the Alpha Fiend, because the Alpha Fiend is going to do significantly more damage than our friend. You're getting 2 kills. You're healing 1. That's great. We have no other units. We have a Horned Warrior. So let's get 1 Train Steward out there just so that we can put the Horned Warrior behind him. Sorry, the Train Steward's dying because of the bomb. Well, at least we dumped him from our deck, but that was a little silly. Yeah, so in hindsight, what do I care about this floor when this floor is so much better? There you go. Just stack up the armor on this guy. We've made 1 unit who cannot die. And by cannot die, I mean if he dies, I'm gonna be extremely sad. And by the end of that, he was doing 78 damage times 2, which is fantastic, but yeah. But we do need one of them, but not this one, because the spikes doesn't matter. Apply rage to friendly units when you slay. I don't want this with Seraph. Steelworker is like a pseudo tank, but he's bad at his job because the freaking Alpha Fiends have so much more base health anyways, and they benefit from healing. This guy only has 15 health after the healing, so I think you take nothing, and we're gonna look for units in other places. I know I keep saying we need units, but these are not the units. These are not the units that we want. We want the +1/+1 Awoken tank if at all possible. Now we could duplicate our Alpha Fiend and get a second 30 × 270 unit, but I don't think we do that because I don't think we get much value out of that, honestly. I think that the, but we can heal him, that's the thing. We can heal him. We could go left and get a free unit, or remove cards, restore health, and duplicate a card. All right, you know. We could also duplicate Channel Song, which would be lovely. You channel song a steward, all of a sudden they're 25-25. You channel song any demon, and all of a sudden they're doing an additional 40 damage a turn. Kind of like that. And we'll, to compensate, we'll remove 2 train stewards so that they're less likely to get hit by the channel song. Channel song might just hit, you know, one of the other demons that we have, but I think that's okay. And now I think we will take Slay because, again, we're not taking tanky champion. Multistrike. So you do 12 and you do 2 damage. What do I care? You do 13. Why are you called the Porcupine? You don't have spikes. This one in particular, dubbed the Porcupine, has regrown her wings over and over each time they are clipped, creating the spiny back she has today. Oh, well, you would not know that unless you turned on lore text. I guess that's why they're called clip, because they have no wings. Look, there's probably some lore involved that we're actually the good guys, even though we're, you know, relighting hell. I'm not too worried about that. So we can fit the Alpha Fiend plus another demon, and I think we do that. Because we can give the Hornbreaker Prince a kill, I'm gonna put him here. Otherwise, I was gonna put the other demon here, but this is acceptable. And then honestly, end turn. Okay, put you there. Now you are taking 30 damage. Let's cut that in half. We have armor and better regen spells that hopefully we'll get at some point. So now all of our demons are out. The channel songs will only hit imps and train stewards, so be it. We'll ice you, and honestly, don't play anything. Hey, a channel song. Let's see what we get. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I mean, we're gonna play him. He's a 21-21. How can I not play him? Also, our champion is doing 150 damage a turn. I think we're okay. And our tank is doing 132 a turn. Better regen is lovely. We haven't, again, we're not getting the Awoken units we want, but honestly, I'm perfectly fine getting Hellhorn with this Multistrike enabler. Ascend a unit and apply daze 2. I actually like this. You know, we can build up one big floor, which I think is gonna be a big part of our strategy. It can also separate the enemies so that we're hitting them on other floors. Draw 1, enhance it to cost 0. If it draws a 0 cost spell, I hate it. But if it draws an expensive spell, I love it. I think you skip this. Also, that potion of +4 thorns, I don't think I've ever taken it, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get that card gold. Who needs DPS when the tank is DPS? The tank! I mean, that's why I like the multi-strike on these guys. I kind of wish I could give them another stack of it. Are we gonna upgrade units or spells? I think we could definitely go for spells now. Tiresome Climb being cheaper, Blazing Bolts being cheaper, it's too expensive to play. Better spells for support purposes would be nice. We could also go Artifact and more card removal, which I'm also a very big fan of, but at that point our spells are gonna be such garbage. This is a standard fight. Remove 2 cards, 20 health. Because, but there's a free artifact here though. It's a free artifact. We can save money here and then do spell upgrades here and here. I mean, it's card removal on the left we might want to go. I can't say no to a free artifact. We need to upgrade spells, but at the same time, let's continue to upgrade our units because they're the strength of the deck. We have better regen now, so we can probably live through the fight easily enough. And a free artifact could be anything. And honestly, this kind of counteracts the need to upgrade spells. Because now all of our torches do 5 damage at a minimum, which is exactly the minimum we want them to do. So we could get a third multi-strike. And I think on the Alpha Fiend is what you want. And then we'll upgrade the Horned Warrior, and we'll put the Alpha Fiend behind the Horned Warrior. Normally you don't have this guy being your tank, but he kind of is for us right now. We'll remove a Restore and a Torch. Honestly, I'm still okay with the Train Stewards to give Channel Song something to target, since we're not really drawing Channel Song as often as we would like. Let's also dump a Torch. We'll spend the money here. We're probably not going to be doing too much spending on the next break, so I think this is okay. You suck. You make everyone stronger. You have 6. +6, huh? If we build at the top down, our spells can handle these units. They're gonna be really freaking strong. But if we can get Glimmer, Molting Imps, we can kill these multi-hit units as they move up. We can put an Imp in front of our high damage units to take hits. I am gonna do the challenge, but I'm relying on spells here to really kill these units as they move up. Our damage output is gonna be fine. The problem is gonna be these multitude of weak enemy units. But this is exactly what we want. We want the Molting Imp or the Glimmer. I think I'm actually gonna not play the Imp. We'll play the Glimmer. This is also the low capacity floor, which means we're definitely not gonna play there. But then we'll take the tanky Alpha Fiend and our Prince. We'll play them here. The top floor will be the backup. The backup being the Alpha Fiend and the other unit that we have that we like to keep. This can hit 4 units. Honestly, if it hits the Imp, I'll be okay with that here. Okay, you know, I called it. Now you do deal 20 damage, but that's fine. You gotta go up. You are dying. There's no way in hell you're gonna live. Horned Warrior has to go up there. And we need to start icing these units. I think we should Tiresome Climb. Apply Daze 2. If I climb you, you are going to die before you hit the pyre. And we'll save 20 HP. What are we looking to draw? Not much. We need to kill these units at the bottom. Okay, yeah, I think you do that. I think you ascend this guy. He'll take 60 damage. Actually, you know what? I just realized it's not 60 damage. It's gonna be 20, then 22, then 24. And then you're gonna move up again and then get hit by the pyre and die. Because this will be 1 turn of days, this will be 1 turn of days up here. So yeah, I think this is okay. I could ascend you, but then we're taking a lot. And I am making these guys stronger, but the idea is I'm gonna draw spells. We drew enough. Two available, Train Steward and an Imp. But we have the energy. You know what, it's gonna get the Imp, 100%. We're taking 26. It sucks, but I think that's still okay. And then we'll put a Train Steward here just to tank some hits. Now we're doing 21. Our unit is a little bit weak, but this is what all of the restores are for, finally. Now, do we want armor or more regen? I think the regen is slightly better if we can stack it up turn after turn, although the armor is good as well. I'll give you armor, why not? Okay. One day, I swear to you, blazing bolts will get played. You do 25 damage. You're gonna do 35 if I kill your friend. That's extremely scary. Your friend who does 8 damage on their own, so it's almost worth killing him just to make life easier. But we'll stack up the regen, I think. Ice you, all of a sudden it's just you. We're stacking up regen quite nicely. You're taking 468. We're currently 35. We're gonna heal 12 after this. We might be able to make the champion live one more turn. It's gonna cost both of these though. It did not work. So you're taking 400 damage. You'll move up a floor. You're taking 166. Not as much as I would have hoped for. Not as much as I would have hoped for. You're the tank. You're dead. Love it. Barely. It was so damn risky doing that trial, but I'm glad we did in the end. Deal 8 damage, apply armor 20. That's actually pretty good for keeping units alive for a little bit longer. I mean, that's really good, right? Well, it's piercing though. It's still pretty good, because then you can heal the damage that you're doing and then apply more armor, and if you double stack it, that's even more armor. If we're double stacking it, we're probably going to double stack it on March of Shields to hold over it. But I actually like this. It's some healing, and we have no healing right now. Can I also say, I would love an Awoken Tank. That'd be a great card to have right now. Descend a unit and restore 13 health. This is also what we want. We want to be able to build a single floor for ourselves. We want Ascend and Descend. The Ascend Days does seem like it's more of an enemy card. Targeting on enemies, that is, but it's still working fine. We do not need to upgrade units, so let's go right path for the gold or left path for the card removal. Let's go right path for the gold and the weird hell vent. Maybe there's gonna be an artifact we want. Haven't used branding right on enemies before. You can, but also for 20 armor, you can use it on yourself. Enter with rage. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. We've upgraded 0 spells, so we're not taking this. Conserving energy would be really nice since we do have expensive spells we're not playing. Let's see what we get here though. Do we get first blight card, restore 5 health? It's not the energy one though. Buff, debuff, removal, seraph. +1 attack for every blight card in your deck. We gain attack so quickly. When you play your first blight card each turn, restore 5 health. Playing a blight card deals 100 damage. We have no other blight cards. I would have loved the one that gives you energy, because then you could easily take ice cream. We might still take it though. Do we really? I don't think we need pyre health. We need to make our units better and make our spells better to keep them alive longer. I think we will want ice cream. Restore 5 pyre health. +1 for every blight card in your deck. So that's +4. Actually, it's +5 attack. All of our units have multi-strike, but I still don't think it matters that much. Ember Stasis is nice, but these things are way too expensive. You could just leave. Like, that would be great with Dante, because those are 1-cost blights that do 100 damage at that point. So I did take the horn. I think it's still good enough. Armor doesn't matter to me at all because we do so much damage. And we can start on the top floors, we don't have to start on the bottom. Well, we'll probably start on floor 2, because this is the low capacity floor anyways. So we'll probably do this and this. We actually drew a demon for once, which is just lovely. Ice cream, moose traps, please. Moose tracks, please, says Lady Era. Delicious ice cream. So I'm kind of the opinion, what if we hold off on the Alpha Fiend until we can channel song it? The problem with that is we almost get that same value just by letting the Alpha Fiend be out and attack things. But if we save it, we can just play it on the cheap later because of the horn? Weirdly enough, like it's very strange. I actually think you just dump 2 train stewards. I love the Napoleon, yeah, that ice cream. Is Moose Tracks an ice cream? It is, GT Quark. Actually, you move down there. And I'm not gonna play a single restore. Neapolitan. There you go. Let's dump this imp. We do not want him. Glimmer for a heal plus a little bit of extra damage is acceptable. Kind of like, though, that our champion's getting some kills here, so let's dump Blazing Bolts so we can make it better. Turkey Hillbrand, says Lady Era. I don't know if I'd agree to that one. What units do we have left? None, except for the Alpha Fiend. So as soon as we get Channel Song, we'll play it. I think we will just get armor on this turn. This is plus 12 health, which isn't amazing, but it's something. And then we'll give you 10 more armor. We have the imp! Oh no, we had the imp in hand. Oh no. Well, you need more armor. Again, plus 12 health. Kill you. 60, 60. 95, 95, 95. You do 110, boom, boom, boom. I don't have the energy for it. Okay, that's fine. End turn. Also forgetting that our tank does increase in damage every single time he shows up. So we're not gonna play the Alpha Fiend. Again, we're just gonna wait on him. It's actually a pretty good turn just to play a couple of restores. Because now he's back at full health, which is lovely. Because I misplayed, we're gonna have to wait on Channel Song. I really wanted to get the unit out so we could dump him down onto this floor, but again, because we misplayed the, well, actually, the imp didn't matter because we didn't draw Channel Song yet, so I guess it's fine. Weirdly enough, I actually think you March of Shields the Horned Warrior, because at 55 times 2, he's our weakest unit. Yeah, he's our weakest unit. So I think we want him to tank so that everyone else gets stronger. Now that being said, we're not attacking with the Alpha Fiend, but when the boss shows up, I think it does matter. Okay, yeah, you're dead. So, there you go. A 40 times 340, that's pretty good. And then, yeah, better Blazing Bolts. 33 to a random unit 4 times. It's a great card. The only thing we need is energy to play it. Because we still have a bit of an energy problem. We need to either make spells cheaper or get energy here. Oh, so good. But the quickness on the champion is also incredible, but the armor is fantastic too. I don't think we need the armor. We have regens and some armor. I think One Horn's Tome is incredible if you get the energy to play it. I think if you take it, you have to take energy here. Because we ascend and descend, I think we can take energy to play our spells, build up a single floor, and ignore capacity. But multi-striking another enemy when they already or another ally when they already have so much attack is incredible. So we're gonna go for the weird multi-strike energy build. because we conserve energy, and now it's +1 energy every turn. Eventually, after 5 turns, we can afford the stupid energy thing, and we're gonna upgrade spells right now, because we need to. We need spells to be cheaper, and we need some spells to have holdover. What kind of spells do we need to have holdover? I mean, a Blazing Bolts for 2 is okay, but it's a little expensive. I do like a holdover Glimmer. To make it free, 5 damage to enemy units will kill a whole bunch of support units. Healing will keep us going slightly. We could also give a unit 10 armor every turn, but I think the crowd control killing is actually better from the Glimmer. So there we go there. We can afford a couple more things. I think a better Blazing Bolt is pretty freaking good. We're out of cash, but that's okay. We have plenty of health to try to get an artifact. When you summon your second unit, gain 3 energy. Synergizes beautifully with the Unbroken Horn, because that 3 energy is going to stick with us forever. So now we can afford the tome. Okay, it's pretty good. We'll make you better. This is going to be one of those super high damage runs, and really, we have no green units at all, which I'm honestly okay with. I hate that you Ember Drain and Sweep, but we can apply armor to our champion to keep him alive. We're definitely going to do this, because we don't care about single units doing an extra 8 damage. We heal, we apply armor, we do an insane amount of damage. These guys don't make it up after a floor. This is going to be the easiest trial of all time, I swear. I'm not taking it because it's a trial, I'm taking it because we can handle it. This is the biggest problem on this floor, but we can always lower units once we get the Descending Retreat, and we can always ascend this guy to make him daze. So again, I'm not worried at all. We also need to weirdly consider the fact, by the way, we're not going to be playing Glimmer. The enemies are going to have too much health for it to really matter. We want to have the best Alpha Fiend in the back, which is currently this one. So I think you do play this Alpha Fiend at the back, the Horned Warrior at the front, and maybe you just descend the champion into the floor. Because you want the Alpha Fiend to get as strong as possible with his many strikes. Now, next turn we're gonna have no energy, but we save energy, so we'll have some rolling over. So I'm not that worried about the Ember Drain after the next turn. I guess it's after the next turn, huh? But you're still the best tank. So I think I'm gonna go Alpha Fiend, 30, and 100. So this will get a kill. And then, I hate to do it because of the channel songs, but we drew literally all of our units on turn 1, so we're gonna play them all. One Horn's Tome. And now we gotta think about this. We're gonna have so little energy next turn, but I don't think it matters. Who do we want to have multi-strike? Probably the champion. I cannot give them armor and I cannot move them forward. So maybe we give multi-strike to someone else who's guaranteed to live in case another sweeper comes out. In that case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play you. We can't play 2 units, but I still think you play in Molting Imp. Well, no, because I don't care about you. You do 23 damage though. That's kind of a lot. There you go, easy. So maybe what we should do is actually give multi-strike on, you know, the one unit that hits as many times as they can. We'll give you some armor, end turn. We can still summon 2 units if we draw them in order to play more, but we didn't. You're probably gonna kill my champion. But we will have a lot of energy, and if we get two channel songs, we can play 2 units. Why can I not get these channel songs, man? All right, champion's gonna die. I honestly don't mind. I might even kill him so I can play a better unit here, to be honest with you. Still waiting on Descending Retreat and Tiresome Climb. Still waiting on drawing 2 units on the same turn. But I think you gotta play this. Maybe we let you kill my champion so that I don't get the Ember Drain? You're gonna make it up, but you'll die on the 2nd floor. I don't really care. Like, we can just torch you, torch you. I'd much rather you die, but you are extremely tanky. I guess that's the problem with the champion dying. We're not doing as much. So let's hit you. So Pyre's probably gonna take some damage due to the fact that these enemies have so much health. Ah, you know what? That'll kill you. Yeah, okay. So we'll ice you. We will also be able to get 3 energy on this turn. So let's play Channel Song. You're an imp! Oh, lovely. We'll ascend you. Because now you're dead to the pyre. You're dying because of the units we have here. I'd still like to descend one of you. I'm like, okay. Because you're only taking 99. Let's play the imps. Got 3 energy. I'm gonna heal you. You're doing 70, you're doing 80, plus an additional 2, 4, 6, you're doing 92. You're doing 7. I think we'll just descend to you so that the pyre gets hit once. I think the math checks out there. You're live. I think we'll honestly... If I ascend you and pull you forward, how's that gonna change things? Well, you're gonna die and I can't restore you enough. So we're probably gonna get Ember Drained here. I hate these freaking Ember Drain units. And the piercing doesn't quite get a kill. I could let you die. I'd rather not, though. We gotta worry about this boss when they come out. I think it's getting scary. Need more units to play. Okay, if I can keep you alive, you're gonna kill them. You're gonna die on this floor unless I can bring you down. I think we do ascend someone. So the question is, who do you ascend? You can ascend the Ember Drain unit, but then you are killing my unit and I can't hit you back. 2 restores will keep you alive, but then we're not playing Tiresome Climb and we're gonna get Ember Drained. Do I keep you alive? I think I keep you alive. This floor is gonna suck next turn though, but I'm really hoping for like a Blazing Bolts or something. So we'll do this. Now you're dead. 54, 54. You're gonna die. You're taking 70 because of him. Right, that's not gonna change the numbers at all, is it? That's dumb. Okay, you're dead. You guys are doing 20 damage. Okay, I mean, fair enough. There's 10 armor. There's a restore. You're barely living. And I would like you to die most of all. You can do 8 damage with the pyre. We lose 1 energy next turn. I'm hoping for the Descend card, though. We did get it, and I think we honestly needed that. Now you're taking 1,025. That's pretty good. We can get energy back. You are gonna make it up a floor, but I'm hoping for Blazing Bolts. That should hopefully kill you. My God, he's done it. Probably one of the scariest things we've done. No. No. That's good if you can make it not consume holdover and cost 0. But also, no. We need to remove cards and upgrade spells! And maybe duplicate another unit. Well, if we go left, we can duplicate, but we don't want to upgrade units. I think we want to go right to make spells better. And maybe buy some artifacts. So what do we got here? We got Permafrost. Armor 5. We go through that so quickly. I really like -1 on enemy attacks. Permafrost doesn't really do that much for me. We could, you know, permafrost like a tiresome climb or something. I don't think that's our choice here. Blazing Bolts would be a very good choice for that though, but I'm probably just gonna make it cost 2 so I can just play it whenever possible. -1, I mean -1 on the Multistrike Tome is nice, but I'd prefer to have -1 on something that is more playable. Something that I'm gonna be playing every time it shows up. And what am I gonna be playing when it shows up? Ideally Blazing Bolts. Plus 20 magic power and consume. I don't mind putting that on a torch because we have a glimmer that's gonna be played every turn. Permafrost, what do we want to save in hand? Probably the Tome, so that we can play it at the correct opportunity. I know we could probably make it not consume if we get the roll for that, but I'm probably just gonna make the sap not consume because it's so good. Then again, Seraph is buff removal. So we'd probably, I mean, if we're gonna hold something over, it's gonna be you. If we're gonna double stack something, I mean, we could double stack the Multistrike. Now that I think about it, that's pretty freaking good. Let's spend our, you know, F it, let's reroll. Let's save our money so we can remove cards. Hold over. What are we gonna play? What do we want to play every turn? Probably 10 armor. 8 damage, 20 armor is more, but it's actually only 12 health, considering the damage as well. So I think we want the armor every turn, just to keep our units alive, and then we'll make it cheap. And then we'll make another torch consume. And we have just enough money to remove 1 card. What are we gonna remove? I think you remove probably a train steward, honestly. We don't really care for it. I kind of want to remove the probability of Channel Song hitting a not Alpha Fiend. So I'm honestly thinking, what if you just remove the other train steward? And then what if you remove like a Molting Imp? So that you can never play a unit unless it gets hit by Channel Song, almost. We have 4 units, 2 Channel Songs. So we wait. We wait to play a unit for Channel Song. We wait for Channel Song to hit a unit whenever possible. So we're gonna get 1 immediately. Well, I mean, it could hit the Imp, but we're still gonna play it. Oh, come on! You're kidding me. Well, we can play you there. Low capacity on this floor sucks. We're just gonna go on the top floor instead. No, we're gonna descend. We're gonna descend to this floor. We could descend to the bottom floor, but I like having room to play spells first. We're gonna do it like this. And honestly, that's so bad. Such bad draw on that. But there's a Restoring Retreat. We do not have 2 units. You're only taking 63, huh? Well, it's actually good because now it means we'll get a kill on you. And you do have sweep. I actually do worry about playing the tome, believe it or not. I worry about the tome being played and then our champion getting killed before we fight Seraph, and as a result, him not being able to do anything. But it's only 3 damage, so we can probably play this on the champion. But we have 1 channel song. It's guaranteed at this point to hit the Alpha Fiend. But I would like to have the Horned Warrior in my draw pile so that channel song can hit it if we draw Alpha Fiend on the next turn. I think we're gonna wait on the Multistrike. I think what we're gonna do instead is maybe just raise a unit so we can get a second kill. I could raise the Molting Imp and do 21 damage a turn, but it will apply daze to it. But I really think we do, honestly, ascend a unit to get another kill on the champion. Excuse me? Alright, my math was a little bit off on that. I thought I had the damage numbers correct. I guess not. Let's play a Vine Grasp to kill you. Now I'll play a Glimmer to kill you. We will play the Alpha Fiend, and we'll bring them down as soon as we can. No reason to play the Restores. We can, but the regen is gonna be removed so quickly, I'd rather save the energy. We'll play the regen later, when it matters a little bit more. So bad. But, this is now holdover. You guys are all, or you're living. The one in the middle's living? You're telling me you're living? I hate that. Okay, let's think. If you do 180, I can't get a kill with the hold on, how much damage are we doing? You're gonna do 42 and then 44, right? So that's 86 damage. You're gonna hit for 90, and then you're gonna hit the same unit again because you're not gonna die. So we're doing no damage to these backline units, which kind of sucks. But our champion, if we keep giving them kills, they will eventually get the kills on these units. So I suppose what we should do is just Glimmer to kill the one in the back doing 14. You're already dying, so I'm not that worried about you. We'll just apply armor. Kind of want to apply armor to you. Makes you a little bit of a better target for the Restores. And I still don't think you play him. I still think you wait on the Restores. We can play Branding Right, though, for 2. You're taking 16, this does 8. I'll do it, I'll do it. You know, we should have played 1 Restore, because it was actually going to get you back up to full. So this is why I wanted to save the Glimmer. Blazing Bolts needs to be played. I think you play it up here. This seems like a great time for it. A very good time for it. Could do it down here, but we're just gonna Glimmer this unit in the back anyways. But that means we're actually killing a floor. 10 armor. You're only taking 12. I'd rather give you armor so that you can live up there at the top if we need you to. And honestly, we should have played the other demon when we had him earlier. Not playing that demon is making it a little harder for me to handle the waves, but we finally got him. We'll put him out. All these units are dying now, love it. However, we can take 14 less damage and heal up. Now we're gonna start stacking up your armor. Might as well kill you. Now I can choose what to do with the Glimmer next turn. Still waiting for that lower card, but I'm playing these cards every turn, so we're not going through the deck as quickly as we would like, but they're very good cards to play, and I think we can play them and stall out like that a little bit. I think it makes a lot of sense to, you know, play the Glimmer every turn, to play the Restores and the Vine Grasps. In fact, we don't even need to play the Glimmer here. We can play the Glimmer here to get value or here to get value. So like, play it here to heal, then gain more armor. Might as well kill you. We've also done a little bit of damage to Seraph, not a whole bunch, but now this is where it gets a little sketchy. However, we got the good draw, which is Descend. You're off on your own now. The champion is doing 170 times 2. All right, that is something that I wasn't not paying attention to at all. That's pretty good. Glimmer. Reduce the damage we take. Give you more armor. We don't need to play Hornbreak, but we might as well. We might as well because we're gonna play Glimmer next turn anyways. So our champion is gonna be doing 200 damage a turn. It's not enough though. We're only doing 291. You're kidding me. I don't believe it. I don't believe we're only doing 291. That makes no sense. That actually makes no sense. Get out of here. Okay, now we're doing 1,300 damage. Now we're doing 1,400. Now we're doing 2,064, but that's still not even close to being enough. 2,300, 2,900. We needed, you know what we needed? A green tank. Oh, you know what we should have done? And I'm only realizing this now. We should have pulled the champion pulled the unit behind the champion forward so the champion could have done more damage. That would have been a little bit better. But you're taking 220, not enough. Still a great run, but man, was it hard to find any green units on this run. There's a lot of, seems to be a lot of that lately, of just not getting what you feel like you need. That being said, I think we misplayed. I think if you pull the backline unit forward that was on the second level, then we could have let them tank a hit and the champion could have done another like 200 damage. I don't think that would have been enough though. I don't think 200 damage would have done it. Or it would have been 400 damage. It would have been mighty close. But what else could have we done differently there? I don't know. We needed more damage or more health. But we were playing the armor cards every time they showed up. Maybe you don't make the armor card holdover, you know? Maybe you don't care about that 10 armor every turn because you're healing and you have those heal cards in your deck. Maybe instead of doing that, you get through the deck faster and you can play better cards. Maybe that was the only difference that we needed to make that a victory. But it was still a fun run. You know, I love getting multi-strike on those demons. More units would have also helped, because if we had a couple of more floors, then we could have dealt more damage. So maybe, duplicating our best demon to just be on a floor on his own could have done enough damage. That could have worked. And then if you do that, you don't need to make that armor card holdover. I think that would have worked, yeah. I think because we were the Awoken and we had +3 magic power and double healing, or double regen, I think if we had ignored armor, we would have been better off. Because the armor didn't really matter too much. It mattered on the top floor a couple of times, but if we just had like a better unit, if we had a duplicated unit and we duplicated our best unit, then we probably would have been killing the enemies faster anyway. So I think that's what would have done it for us. I think that's what would have done it for us. In any case, it was a good run. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.